and Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Poor thing.
Alexa back from the dead. A make-believe funeral. A murder mystery. Oh, all too much.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down soon.
Mary is so upset. She's never seen a dead body before.
Tough sometimes.
And that detective asked to come here. Madame Carlyle must believe that.
I'm sure your feed is full of
Why else
clear
ask
blue
him to snoop
water.
around? Oh, I feel weak in my knees from all the tension here.
We'll all need a vacation when this is over.
Oh, sounds like the power's back up. Why don't you take a picture to test it?
It works. I'm ready for the
I
shoot.
wonder if perfect. I'll call the family down now then.
Excellent, 47. Madame Carlyle is on her way down for the family photo shoot. Let's see if any memorable moments will play out in front of the camera.
down by the fountain.
I expect you to be efficient. I have a lot to see to today.
I'll do my best.
It's just in front of the fountain.
Oh, let's wait for everyone to show up. Right, get in position. Let's get this over with.
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
You're such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine. You look like a nervous wreck.
Stop bickering.
Well, Mother, you certainly know how to lighten the mood. Could we have one more? Having.
That will be enough. No need to spend the entire day here. I want to stress that I expect absolute discretion about everything you've witnessed today.
No one will ever know I was here.
Good.
Would you like some help writing the eulogy for tomorrow? I can draw something up in 15 minutes.
Are you coming, Mummy?
I just need some fresh air.
I must do it on my
I'll be in shortly. You go
own.
in.
Mother, think if she knew I had help.
Oh my God, I'll never understand the two of you. Gregory is going out of his way to shock Mother with his laziness and neglect, and you self-destruct in your attempt to please her. She's equally hard on the two of you, don't you see? It doesn't make any difference how you behave.
I just need her to know that I really try.
Oh, I wish I could just shake some sense into you, all of you.
What's going on?
Oh! You startled me. I'm just, I don't know, thinking about Zachary.
That thing's broken.
I'll be outside.
Emma Carlyle in the greenhouse. How curious.
I will never again meet someone like Zachary. I
Emma
can't bear to
Carlyle,
think what will happen to
can
all
you
these
tell
rare
me where
plants
you
now.
were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not
I
a
understand
suspect.
why you're so
I need to
upset.
account for everyone.
Well,
to all
I
of
spent
us.
the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad.
Now Zachary won't get to
I
see
suppose
the
he
rhododendron
realized that he had
periginium
no
blossom.
one with
They were his
Alexa gone.
favourites.
I know.
Even
Oliver,
Alexa
I
must feel the
know.
pangs of guilt over that
We
one,
shall all miss
letting
him
him believe
dearly.
she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all,
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. Yes, hi, Cassie. It's me again, Edward. I know I'm not supposed to leave you messages, and this is the last time I promise. It's just, I don't know how to handle it, honestly. I don't think I can.
Don Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibility. And will have consequences of your company, and you personally as well. I'm sure of that. Mark mine.
I bet he's stringing all the girls along like that anyway. Sir?
Show me your hand! Hit the deck! We will not fire any warning shots. You, get...
Crime scene. I've got a person on the ground. Possible casualty. Command, I've arrived at the location and it looks clear. Back to smoking and joking. Over. Corridor is clear.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself.
Gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games. Get away from me, you creep! Hello, handsome.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to...
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Get out my face, Sibby.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
I don't know who you think you are, sir, but I'm not letting you pass.
Sir?
I mean, it's a pretty big thing for Mother to fake her own death. Was it a security measure? Somebody out to kill her?
Everything I hear is confidential.
So you do know what's going on.
I didn't say that.
All this security, she obviously still feels threatened. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh, I could listen all day. He pours emotion into that.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Listen, Gregory. Something's off.
Damn you, Edwards. Answer your bloody phone, you coward. How dare you interfere with my life like this? You're a nobody, a weasel, overreaching your competences. You are
Why waste away in front of the books when he can play? Like that. That music makes my heart soar.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Hello, sir. Hey, how you doing?
This is Madame Carlyle's office.
Hello there, sir.
Please step inside.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby. You are wrong, Mr. Whitmer. He did not do it to protect himself. He did it to protect the Carlyle legacy. Mr. Fernsby, like myself, understands that sacrifices must be made to secure stability and prosperity. Mr. Whitmer, I'd appreciate it if your findings never leave this room. I understand Fernsby's actions, and there is no need for them to have more consequences than they already have. Fernsby was very fond of Zachary, and I'm sure his decision will haunt him to the day he dies. About your reward, have you considered an amount?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Arthur Edwards, the Constant. That must mean you're... I expected you'd show up. But you're not here to kill me. If you were, you would have already. The enemy of my enemy, I suppose. You can have it. You earned it.
Hello, sir.
The file you want is in the safe. Good hunting.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured.
Where are you going?
Time to take care
Please,
of Madame
sit
Carlyle.
down. Thank you. Now, where were we? The file you want is in the safe. Good hunting. I need some privacy. Thank you.
How are you?
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Started within the last week.
Not that I know of, no.
I need to keep an eye out, you know. Stay on top of things like that.
They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!